And my apologies to you for the break in transmission. We lost absolutely everything. Everything just shut down and the computer restarted. Have no idea why. So let's find out where we are at. Leading this race at the moment. Out in front is Eric Lancheres. He's got Cassiano behind him in second. Then we go back to Christian Flagg. Robbie Wright finds himself in fourth. Alan DeGarcis has lost a spot. He's gone back into fifth. Then Gabinski, who was at the pointy end of this field. Not sure what happened with him. Now, Francis had an issue out there. Let's catch up with what happened with him. Was he... Oh, that's big contact. Big contact there with the 8 car. And Solly Khan, well, yep, it looked like Francis just got the car a little bit loose and Solly had nowhere to go. And as a result, there was contact. Cassiano leads this second race, the feature race. We lost about 2 minutes worth of coverage. Apologies for that. Now DeGarcis.
That's what they all say.
DeGarcis. What's happened there? Oh, he's absolutely got a launch pad there. Alan DeGarcis looked like he squeezed the competitor on the inside and he became the latest experiment for SpaceX. He went skyward and he has gone out of this one. Cassiano. Oh, my Lord. Cassiano. Oh, that's got to be a thumbnail. There's a meme coming. Robbie Wright, I can see you've got a theme coming. Now Cassiano leading this gaggle. Christian Flagg trying to find his way forward. Hard to turn away from this battle up front. It's just on in earnest. Cassiano with a bit of hip and shoulder there on Eric. And that allows Christian Flagg to move forward. Michael Thiessen's got a meatball flag. Scotty Brooks has got a meatball flag. Let me try and get rid of this rubbish on screen for you. There you go. You can see it better now. I find it's very hard to set one of these streams up very quickly after you've had a crash. My crash came from the computer, fortunately. 8 minutes left to go. Cassiano in a good position at the moment. Christian Flagg biding his time. Makes his way down towards the infield section with these 3 cars absolutely nose to tail. And they've pulled out a massive gap now over Robbie Wright, sitting back there in fourth. Then Gabinski behind him. There he is. Rodrigo Tostes, he's having a great round, finds himself solidly up there in the top 6. There's Khan, who's now got a bit of breathing space. David Gerard working his way forward too. Good performance from him after having a horrible run in the first race. What's he picked up? 5 or 6 positions already in this race. He's on a charge, so well done, David, as he tries to find his way forward. You've got Tucker in 9th spot and Francis rounding out the top 10 after contact earlier on. Now Eric's back in front of this battle. Cassiano in second. Flagg in fourth. And Cherez. Oh, a bit of bump drafting going on. Christian Flagg trying to give Cassiano a bump draft there. That's scary. That is scary at a Formula V. Cassiano down the inside with a big braking maneuver. Eric held on to it, but just carried too much speed. His car snapped around on him, and he lost momentum. Falls back to third. So that's a pivotal moment for him. Did a great job to hang on to it, it has to be said. Now, Michael Lantis has had an issue. Looks like he's done it all on his own. Yep, the car just getting a bit squirrely as he runs a bit wide and taps out. Pardon me. I just needed to cough. Cassiano leading the way. Christian Flagg in second. Eric Lancheres in third. Still in the slipstream. Now what's Flag doing? He is bump drafting. He is trying to bump draft. Crazy. Crazy. Now he pulls out of the slipstream, goes to slam it down the inside. It's a great little dice that's taking place here. There's Christian Flag defending and attacking simultaneously. Cassiano leading the gaggle again. Let's just go check out the state of play with, or we'll just wait till and see what happens here, because you know there's going to be a dive. No. Christian sits back patient. Here's a problem for Gabinski. What happened? Just lost it on his own. Unfortunately for him, manages to gather it all up. And did he lose the spot? I don't think he did. Well done. Well done. Cassiano leads them down into the infield with 5 minutes left to go in this race. Christian Flag runs very wide. That allows Eric back into the fray. Comes up into second. Christian doesn't fight it. He knows it's a foregone conclusion, so he may as well play the smart game and not lose too much battle, not lose too much to the man up front. And they've pulled out an enormous gap now. 6 seconds to Robbie Wright. This may make it change though. Eric pulls to the outside. Christian Flag wants to go with him. And there you go. 3 wide. Christian backs out. Cassiano won't. Fights it. But Eric, too much momentum, too much muscle, too much precision. Takes back the race lead. Cassiano right behind. Racing Formula V's on the oval. You got to love it. Christian's quite happy to sit back there by the look of this.
How's that battle up front going, guys?
He's biding his time. Unfortunately,
17 near-death experiences.
17 near-death experiences.
Yeah,
That was
ambulance is on standby.
That was Chris Cassiano. Oh, tags the wall, does Eric. Gets it very loose on the exit of the turn and just tags the wall. It's cost him a bit of momentum. Christian says, that'll do me. That's all the door open that I need. Goes through, takes the lead. Now Cassiano runs side by side with Eric. One small mistake and it's cost him 1 position. 3 wide now through this infield section of the track. Christian bows out of it. No, wants to fight. Gets it very, very loose. Great driver control to hang on to that one. I don't know if you're laughing or crying. I dare say the reason why Rob was saying what's going on up front is because he would have been listening to the stream, and when it dropped out, comes up as a different stream, so he wouldn't be hearing it and he'd be missing it. Onto the start, no, back, I beg your pardon, onto the back straight they come of the oval. Down towards the bus stop, once again trying to make it 3 wide. Christian goes through to take up that position. Eric's battling second now with Cassiano. And they are the closest battle on track. David Gerard's picked up another spot. He's up into 7th as the Brit works his way forward. Not too many more laps left to go. Down to the start finish they come. Cassiano sits back there in 3rd spot. No white flag, so 2 more laps to go. Let's ride on board with him for a sec and see what he can do. Tucker has got a black and white flag, so he's had an off track somewhere, I would dare say, and the game's pulled him up on it. He holds down 9th at the moment, not by much, so he needs all of that time. Cassiano closes right up behind Lancheres. Sits in 3rd as they come through the infield and about to make their way back onto the oval. Christian Flag in the all-black car, leading but not by much. And he's going to suffer the geysers of the slipstream right out to the wall. Cassiano, you heard the crunch. He tagged the wall. He tagged the wall. Now, what's he going to do? Looks to the out. Christian, nothing he can do. Absolutely nothing Christian Flag can do. He's out of this one. Now they come side by side. Eric's got the inside line. Cassiano on the outside decides to back out of it. Christian Flag sits back there in third. He won't be too disappointed, I don't think. I think this is where he wanted to be. Cassiano wants to fight for it on this second last lap. Brings the silver bullet to the outside. They run side by side. Now, did he want to overtake or did he just want to get out of the slipstream? No, he wants to overtake. Launches it down the inside. Eric has to go back to second. White Flag is out. Christian Flag, however, wants the checkered. And he launches an attack on Eric. Soon as he saw the white flag, he got onto it. Cassiano with a bit of breathing space, about 0.4 of a second. But they've still got the infield to negotiate. Eric runs a bit wide. That allows Christian up the inside. He's had an off track. Eric, I think that's his first of this race, so GG to him. Christian up into second, and they got traffic down the road ahead. Shouldn't come into play. Cassiano comes on to the oval section of the track. You could hear all three of them. Bang, bang, bang. Well, at least I heard two of them tagging the wall there. Christian Flag under an attack at the moment. Tries to hold Eric out. Pulls out. They go three wide once again. Down to the hard braking area. This time it's a genuine three wide. Christian says, I want it more. Goes through. Cassiano falls back to second. Eric almost tags the back of him. Cassiano sneaks back up the inside. It's going to be a slipstream fight down towards the final turns to come down to receive the checkered flag. Eric in second spot. He looks to the inside. Christian Flag gets the slingshot. What can he do? Can't do much about it. There's blocked road in front of him. Eric goes through in the lead. Christian cuts the course. He'll be in trouble for that. Brakes to make sure he doesn't cop a penalty. Eric goes through, takes the lead and the victory. Cassiano second, Flag third. Then back to Robbie Wright, Kabinski, Dostez, David Gerard in seventh. Great performance. Solly Khan in eighth. Then Francis in ninth, as you can hear them playing in the background. And Thomas Tucker rounds out the top 10. Apologies for the break in transmission. I've got no idea what's going on with iRacing and why it's shutting down and causing me so many headaches. But unfortunately, you get that on the big gigs.
Try some trucks out on the track. We're already at the track.
So they're going to swap over and do the trucks. I won't be bringing you that session, much as I'd love to. I would, honestly, if my computer wasn't having terminal fatal errors on me for some strange reason. But that's unfortunately the play. There it is, another round of the series for our YouTubers. I should have, if you're watching this on replay, I should have tagged those two back together. It does take forever for YouTube to process them live. So that you can download them. So as soon as it's available, I'll put them all together and post them as a complete package. Apologies for that, and thank you very much for watching. We'll look forward to catching up with you next time.